love? I love dirt, and so do you. Now picture this. Fox News, the network that calls itself, and loves to call itself, fair and balanced. It wasn't just reporting on politics during the 2020 election mess. No. It was inside the chaos. With its biggest stars playing kingmakers, gossip hounds, and infighting. Oh, it was great. Egos clawing and going crazy, and people going nuts, going crazy, going after each other. Egos clawing on each other. Behind the curtains, and thanks to the fresh dump of unredacted court filings and the $2.7 billion Smartmatic lawsuit, we now get the receipts. At the heart of it, none other than Janine Pirro, the same Judge Jeanine, who slurred her way through Saturday nights on Fox with a glass of red wine, always rumored to be off camera. Now suddenly a U.S. attorney in Washington, sitting in the halls of power, and these texts show her not as a journalist, but as a gossipy operator, obsessed with loyalty, clout, and keeping herself relevant in Trump world. Start with Sean Hannity. Now, to the public, Hannity and Pirro look like besties. The Bonnie and Clyde, the Sacco and Vanzetti, the yin and yang of MAGA media. But privately, Pirro was ripping him apart. In one fiery October 2020 message, she describes him storming into the Oval Office like he owns the place, tossing papers on Trump's desk, strutting around, using the private bathroom like it was his personal powder room. Then she delivered the dagger. It's all about him, period. No one else matters. Brutal. Behind closed doors, Pirro thought Hannity was an egomaniac. The two anchors were once finishing each other's sentences on air, were completely sniping at each other. Jealous folks like high school frenemies. Oh, we kind of knew it was there, wasn't it? And by the way, Janine's doing a great job, but there was that one time where she put on the air. Hey, it happens. But Janine wasn't just gossiping about her colleagues. No, she was bragging about her loyalty, positioning herself as the Trump movement's ride or die. That's right. In text to RNC Chair Ronna McDaniel, Pirro practically begged for recognition, writing, quote, I worked so hard for the party. I'm the #1 watch show all weekend. I worked so hard for the president and the party. Forget journalism. She was pitching herself as the GOP's crown jewel, the primetime infomercial for Trump world. And then came the pardon drama. Her ex-husband, Albert Pirro, had done federal time for tax evasion and conspiracy. Trump was handing out pardons like candy in the final days, but Janine's ex kept getting skipped over. Behind the scenes, she was fuming, lobbying, and using her connections to push for clemency. These court filings show her priorities laid bare. Keep the ratings hot, stay in Trump's good graces, and cash in on personal favors. Well, her behavior during election week was even messier. November the 7th, 2020, the day major outlets called the election for Joe Biden, Pirro was yanked off the air by Fox brass. Why? Because she kept pushing fraud theories, even after producers told her to pump the brakes. She went ballistic, texting Eric Trump directly that she was tired of the censorship in caps. Meanwhile, Hannity, ever the competitor, mocked her tantrum with his own snide text. Fox promoting you every 5 seconds. It's hilarious. These weren't colleagues. They were sharks, circling the same chum, slashing each other while pretending to be allies on screen. Oh, and the lawsuit also drags in the whole Fox A-team. Maria Bartiromo texting Sidney Powell like a skitty girl school, a giddy schoolgirl. Quote, we must keep you out there. Bring the evidence. Lou Dobbs turning his show into a coup hotline. It's up to us, we few, to stop what is now a coup d'etat. And Jesse Waters, even ever the ratings junkie, daydreaming about how our ratings would be incredible if Fox went all in on Stop the Steal. This wasn't news. This was fan fiction being spitballed in real time with anchors as scriptwriters. There it is, in black and white. But behind the curtain, oh boy. Brett Baer and others were privately texting that none of it was true. We need to fact-check this crap, Baer wrote. The split was obvious. One camp saw it as an opportunity to juice ratings. The other feared a legal nightmare. Guess who won? That's right, the carnival barkers. And then there's Pirro's deposition. An absolute plot twist. Under oath, she admitted she believed Biden won, admitted Smartmatic did nothing wrong. The same woman who shouted fraud to millions of viewers went quiet in the courtroom. It was like catching the lead actress mouthing, "I'm acting," while the cameras rolled. And now think about where she is today. Not at Fox, not in retirement, but as U.S. Attorney for D.C., holding on one of the most powerful legal positions in the country. The irony is, well, interesting. A woman who turned TV into a partisan pep rally is now tasked with enforcing federal law in the Capitol. How delicious. So here's the gossip made deadly serious. Hannity was jealous. Pirro was desperate for attention. Bartiromo was, fangirling over conspiracy theories? Dobbs was fantasizing about coups, and Waters was thinking only of clicks and ratings. They weren't journalists. They were courtiers in Trump's orbit. That's right. They were Fox News zealots, using Fox News as their personal audition tape. Oh yeah, let me say something. And the cherry on top, Janine Pirro, the loudest of them all, left behind a paper trail that reads more like Mean Girls than the Federalist Papers. Ripping Hannity a new one as a diva, calling herself the party's hardest worker, throwing tantrums, then pulled off the air, begging for her ex-husband's pardon, and then confessing under oath she didn't believe the very claim she screamed about to America's living rooms in the first place. Fox News always sold itself as a family, right? But these texts show the family was more like the Manson family or the Addams family. Well, the Addams family was okay. It wasn't a family at all. It was a knife fight. And the viewers, the millions of Americans who tuned in night after night, were the ones caught in the middle. So when you ask the question, what was this about? Was this about truth, loyalty, or ratings? The answer is obvious. It was about ego. It was about who could get closest to Trump, who could make the biggest splash, and who could secure the next job, the pardon, the headline, and the gossip, the pettiness, the personal digs. They weren't distractions. They were the main event. And we love it. Because in the end, my friends, in the end, what these filings show us and the world and America wasn't that we were just watching an election on Fox News. We were watching a reality show. And the stars of the show, Janine Pirro, Sean Hannity, Maria Bartiromo, they weren't reporters. They were contestants clawing at each other for the spotlight, willing to burn truth to the ground if it meant staying on top. It's the American way, one would argue. And the gossipy little kicker, Pirro won. She parlayed her loyalty act into power. From Fox host to federal prosecutor, Hannity stayed rich but diminished. Bartiromo and Dobbs are footnotes. And Fox itself is left bleeding billions in lawsuits. Think about this. Exposed for what it really is. Not a news network, but a tabloid empire in prime time drag. That's the show. That's the way it is. And the curtain, it's not coming down anytime soon, my friend. You love this stuff. I love it, don't you? Say it! Say it! We're petty. We love to know what's going on, always behind the scenes. And it's not just Fox, it's MSDNC. It's the way Maddow threw, Oberman under the bus when Rather stabbed Walter Cronkite in the back. It's the way it is. Because these people all have one thing in common. They're pathetic. From Stern to you name it. And we love it. Deep down inside, when all is said and done, we love it. We love it more than anything else. And what do you think, my friends? Do me a favor. Think about what I said. Pay very close attention. Like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell so you're notified of live streams and new videos. And whatever you do, I beg, beseech, entreat, and import you and you to comment. Comment as you see fit.